bagpipes instead of buses once again on Fifth Avenue. After a 2-year pandemic hiatus, the St. Patrick's Day Parade is back. And of course, the celebration will begin on Thursday with a special St. Patrick's Day Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Bishop Robert Brennan, the latest in a long line of Irishmen to lead the Brooklyn Diocese, will be the main celebrant and homilist. He joins us now to talk about it. And welcome, Bishop.
Thank you, Christine. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, we're so excited. And Bishop Brennan, tell us about your Irish roots. I'm told your grandfather came from County Sligo. So when did he first arrive?
My maternal grandfather came from County Sligo. Other ancestors would go back a little bit, varying degrees. But my one grandfather, and he's the grandfather I had the chance to know. He died when I was 4 years old. But his family, part of his family is here in the U.S., part of his family is there in Ireland. They're still in the same home in Dromore West in County Sligo, where he grew up. And I've been over a couple of times to visit family. I have a few cousins over that way. So it's nice to have that connection. Absolutely. How wonderful. So how important was your Irish heritage growing up on Long Island? Did it influence your faith at all? I would imagine that it did. Part of being Irish involves our Catholic faith, and it all kind of blended together. I enjoyed the Irish music and the different celebrations, but it all centers around who we are as a Catholic people. And you're delivering the homily at Mass on St. Patrick's Day. Can you give us a sneak peek at what you plan to say? Sure. It was kind of special after I was appointed. Cardinal Dolan asked me right there on his Sirius radio program if I would preach the homily on St. Patrick's Day. And I was glad to say yes. I knew I would be there. I wouldn't miss this for anything. I want to talk about the missionary spirit of St. Patrick. I want to talk about how he promoted human dignity, how he announced that good news, the freedom that comes through the gospel of Jesus Christ, and how the missionary spirit of St. Patrick continued for generations, because I say the spiritual sons and daughters of St. Patrick brought the faith to the world. Irish missionaries went all over the world, and Irish missionaries were among other missionaries who did a lot of work right here in New York. We can still feel the fruit of the spirit of St. Patrick. Yeah, New York brought a lot of Irish people here, and as I'm sure you're aware, you are the 6th bishop of Irish heritage to lead the Brooklyn Diocese. Brooklyn's first bishop, John Laughlin, was born in County Down, Ireland, while Bishop Charles McDonnell, Archbishops Thomas Malloy and Brian Joseph McIntaggart, and Bishop Thomas Daly, like you, were born into Irish families in America. So why do you think the church has called so many Irish Catholics to lead this diocese? Well, Bishop Damasio would remind you that there were a few Italians in between, and so the Irish and the Italian heritages were, in a sense, very strongholds of the faith, not exclusive by any means, but in this generation. But I have a feeling that as you start to see the church moving forward, you'll see many different ethnicities, because we see lots of heritages here in the New York area. Everybody's passing through New York. Absolutely, and especially here in the Diocese of Immigrants. Now, another Brooklyn priest I'd like to mention, who was born to Irish immigrant parents, Monsignor Bernard Quin, made a huge mark as a strong promoter of social justice and racial equality in the diocese. He's now on the road to sainthood. So do you see him as a role model for priests in the diocese? Is he a role model for you? Absolutely, absolutely. I knew a little bit about Father Quin before I came here because of my connection in Rockville Center, and he had some influence there as well. He served there, and since coming here, I've read the book that Father Jervis wrote, and I've been following closely his story. It's a fascinating story, and again, he is a priest who was deeply rooted in the gospel, and because he was deeply rooted in the gospel, was a tremendous promoter of human dignity. And in his work, particularly racial equality and opportunity, we can't lose sight of the amazing contributions that Monsignor Quin has made here in the Diocese of Brooklyn, and really, not unlike St. Patrick, that his legacy continues, that people today still seem to really love Monsignor Quin and his legacy of faith here in Brooklyn.
Right, what a legacy indeed. Bishop Robert Brennan, thanks so much for being here, and have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. God bless.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.